Okay, start off. Just with a general question, how has training felt specifically this week after a couple of weeks where injury and availability, whether it's injury or international duty, has been in
Yeah.
flux?
Really good. Honestly, it felt like everyone was coming back from like vacation or, summer break because we had more than half the team on international duty. So for those of us, myself included, who were the group left behind, it was just kind of a little bit of a downer of a week. We still did some great work and um, gave our best at Utah, but yeah, it was tough to play. We only had 15 players available. So yeah, really excited to get everyone back, get people healthy. Um, and yeah, we've been kind of waiting for playoffs for a while now, knowing we're in second place for almost like a month. So it's felt like a long time coming, and we're just looking forward to the game.
And someone in the last talking to Adrian asked what basically the biggest threats he saw from Louisville are. They're obviously a very specific type of team. They're also a very physical team. They also have a lot of height when it comes to
Yeah.
set pieces. From your position, what are kind of the main things that you're looking as their as a threats against you?
It'll be important for us to control the tempo, not play into their hand with counterattacking, because yeah, they're very direct. Blomer goes long, Flint goes long. They'll find Sears down the wing. They love flicks and just creating chaos, earning free kicks. So as much as we can control it, calm it down, and not play into their game, I think we'll be good. Mhm.
How can you kind of do that from your position? Is it like holding up the ball when you need to maybe slow things down? Is it looking for that opportunity to go quick? Like what does that look like for you?
I think just like reminders vocally are important, like calm, because sometimes like you counter chaos with chaos. So it's like they counter and then we counter the counter and because they're more susceptible, but just being smart about picking our moments. Yeah, obviously we want to go when we have the chance because we're great on the counter as well. But if we continue to do that, I think we saw earlier, specifically the San Diego game, like we had so many great opportunities at the end. We're on a breakaway, we don't score, and then they break away, they score on us. So just to avoid that, pick our moments of like, okay, this is a good time to go, or like, no, let's step on the ball. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be so involved directly in the play, but just kind of reminding the team, like, hey, like, calm, let's focus on our game plan, and be us and not kind of make the game what they want it to be.
Obviously, with a lot of players out and then coming back into the environment, how important was it to kind of make sure that the chemistry is there again and kind of finding the rhythm back with everyone all together again?
This week was huge. I think it was a great training week. Everyone had a lot of good vibes. I think it's just credit to the players that we have on this team. We're all very professional. We're all winners. We know what we need to do. Like it didn't take a motivational speech or like, guys, like, we need to focus up here. But honestly, we just came in on Tuesday morning and got to business. We didn't really reflect too much on Utah. Like, of course, there were things to learn, but regular season's done. This is a whole new challenge. So we just kind of, have been focusing on Saturday in Louisville this entire week. And yeah, it was a pretty seamless transition, to be honest.
Um, Obviously having home advantage during in the playoffs is important, especially throughout. How again the 12th player has always been there with the fan base. How important is it to just play the playoffs here at home throughout the entire through the entirety of the
It's huge. Yeah, major, major advantage, especially our fans, Rowdy Audi. Um, Everyone saw what it meant to us last year and just how important that home field advantage was. So yeah, I think we play really great at home. We're never out. Our fans give us that extra energy to keep running. For me as a goalkeeper, I feel honestly like quite invincible when I'm playing in front of our supporters section. So just a great feeling and really excited to get out there and hopefully give everyone just an incredible day to celebrate.
Also, Adrian was asked about this being both Rebecca Bernal and Gift Monday's first NWSL playoff appearances.
Mm.
Have you given them any pointers on what to expect going into the playoffs?
I haven't. I honestly didn't really think about that until now. But again, they don't strike me as needing any. to their credit, yeah, they're very professional. They've played in really high stakes game. Ronde is the captain from Mexico. So yeah, I think we all have a very like business mentality. And that's not to say like we're not excited. Like we all are stoked for this game. And like I said, we've been waiting for it for a long, long time. But we all know the weight that it carries. We all know our roles, what we need to do. And so our mindset is just executing.
That weight you mentioned, I mean, is there a bit of like the taste of last year and how it ended that contributes to how you're viewing getting in a second?
For me, yeah, probably personally, I think everyone would say the the pain of losing is greater than like the joy of winning. So that's still somewhere back there, sadly enough.
Yeah.
Can't suppress it. Obviously, yeah, we want to get back to the final. We want to win it this time, but more importantly, it's just taking it one game at a time. Again, last year we saw that it was quite difficult to get through the quarters and the semis, both going to extra time and then penalties. So yeah, you can't take anything for granted. You can't already be thinking about the final and getting revenge. But just yeah, focus on one game at a time. Obviously, everyone from last year is not here. It's a very different team, but I do think that's like an extra motivator, an extra little edge to us. So I think, yeah, hopefully we can kick it into another gear and yeah, just like fight to not have that again.
From a goalkeeper's perspective, a little bit different question. Just seeing what Blomer has done this year, and really taken that role and turned it into her own. How impressive is that? I think she's 28, and this is kind of been a breakout year. How impressive has that been, and from your perspective?
She's done a great job. I've had the opportunity to train with her a little bit and know her fairly well. And yeah, I was excited to see how she's done. I think especially for young keepers, you're susceptible to little like mental mistakes or positioning errors. But to be honest, I've not really seen that from her. So really impressed. But yeah, hoping she doesn't have her best game against us. Oh yeah, she's done a great job. She's got a great skill set, obviously great range. That really suits into their style of play for them to go direct. Yeah, good year for her.
Adrian was asked about kind of reflecting on the year it's been and all the challenges, all the different things. So kind of asking you, like, what do you think about the season so far? Obviously, there's still a lot left.
Oh man.
When you reflect back, what kind of comes to your mind?
Yeah, it's been a long year. To think that like we started with Jonah, it's like a fever dream. At the beginning of the season, I think we were all really excited to return the core of our team, just coming off the NWSL final. It looked like the spirit, of past years. We'd never had any continuity. It was always very unstable, but we're like, oh, wow, what a treat. We're like returning everyone. This is going to be great. Didn't last long. We saw Mark leave, we saw Jonah leave. So it was a bit shaky towards the end of the spring. I'll say that, but I think the summer break gave us a good time to kind of reset, regroup, and I think we've found our stride after that. But yeah, the Washington Spirit, we're used to some chaos and adversity, so credit to the players. I think we've responded really well to everything that's been thrown at us. If you look back at the injury report in preseason and then the injury report from Utah, they're very similar. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind of a season, but I think, yeah, players, staff included, everyone who's been on this journey have been the utmost professionals, and we have gotten through every challenge together and are just really excited to be in the position that we're in second place, controlling our destiny in a sense of having that home field advantage through the final. So hopefully, yeah, we can give our fans and give ourselves a championship this year.
There any questions on Zoom? If so, please raise your hand. Andre?
Hey, Aubrey, thanks for speaking with us. I know you said that there's a lot of veterans on the team, a lot of leaders on the team as well, but you've earned kind of the ability to not have to really stress in a few of the last regular season games. So was there a role for leaders on the team like yourself to play to make sure the intensity in practices and trainings this week was playoff level high?
Honestly, no, like we really didn't have to say anything. Just from the first day we were together, you could tell that there was a shift in the air and in the energy. Again, I credit like the professionalism of our players. Pretty much, you know, 2/3 of the team are on a national team. Like, uh, we've played in big games and we've been doing it all season long. Like we've had really competitive training environments. Um, really, the depth of this team is incredible. Like to at times we're subbing in Sofia Cantore, a Ballon d'Or nominee. Like it's wild, just honestly, the talent we have on this roster. So I think having such a talented roster makes every day the toughest competition, sometimes even tougher than the opponent we have on the weekend. So I think that over the course of the year has led us to where we are now. And, we don't have to reinvent the training week. It's just being us and competing every day and preparing for the opponent on the weekend. And yeah, it may be a playoff game, but it's still very much we're focused on Louisville and everyone's been sharp and ready for that.
I appreciate that. And wanted to ask about Louisville as well. They have a tendency sometimes to play what Adrian would say tell us is a broken game. There's some fouls, the game breaks up a bit. That can also, with the level of intensity and also a big crowd, that can also lead to frustration with referees and all of that. How do you, as a leader on the pitch, kind of prepare to make sure that if those sorts of things happen, because they probably will, that everybody kind of remains calm and kind of focused instead of letting it all get to them?
Yeah, for sure. That's a challenge, especially when um, things aren't going your way, whether that's the ref, the opponent, things like that. And we've had little glimpses of that throughout the season. San Diego game in particular comes to mind, where it didn't seem like we were getting many calls and getting frustrated, but we were still able to come back and score in, I think, the dying seconds, Rose's goal. So that was kind of a learning moment for us. It's like, hey, like we need to manage our emotions, but this is for me a positive that we saw that we could still come back and score a goal. We didn't get upset. We didn't internalize things when they equalized on us like super late. We came back. Tara was trying to dribble everyone, and then Rose scored that goal. So yeah, I'm expecting a bit of that. They're very scrappy. They're very hardworking, kind of like a blue collar mentality. So that really suits them. They like to try to press high and pick up the ball and then go direct to goal. So yeah, that's going to lend itself to a lot of fouls, a physical game. They're great in the air. So again, more fouls, more physicality. So yeah, we can just kind of limit it, keep possession, keep the ball on the ground, and not play into their hands. I think that is the key on Saturday.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
Marissa, you can go ahead.
Hi, Aubrey. Thanks for speaking with us today. Obviously, Andre kind of mentioned, the crowd, and you mentioned as well, being really feeling invincible when you're playing behind the supporter section. If there's something that if like one thing you could say to fans, what do you think you would say to them tomorrow that you, as a team, would need from them?
Just to bring the same energy that they've brought all season long. It's been a great year to play in front of them. I think we picked up this season like where we left off last year. Like last year playoffs, it was some of the loudest I've ever heard Audi. And then this year I was like, wow, like we've raised the level and we've continued to raise it. So I would say, yeah, come, be loud, be engaged, and hopefully we'll treat you to a really exciting game.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Aubrey.